Okay, let's get to it. Tim Pool recently interviewed a man named Billy Prempeh, who is running for Congress in his district in New Jersey. The story here is that Prempeh was an Obama voter and supporter turned Republican. The only problem is that according to Billy's website, by the time I was 18 years old, I found myself identifying with Republican and conservative values, and I have been a proud member of the Republican Party ever since. Prempeh would have been 19 by the time of the 2008 elections. Did he vote for Obama, and continue to support him as a proud Republican? Furthermore, Prempeh claims to have joined the Air Force in 2009 out of support for Obama. And according to his story, he stopped supporting Obama over the Libya conflict, so we're talking 2011. Let's listen to Billy's story. But first, don't forget to click the subscribe button and notification bell.
Wow, man. American dream?
I would say so.
Join the Air Force?
Join the Air Force.
That's awesome.
You know, and even with that, joining the United States Air Force, I decided to do it because at the time, I was a big-time Barack Obama supporter. You know,
wow.
big-time Barack Obama supporter. I thought he was going to do a lot of great things for this country. You know, my parents coming here and seeing, you know, I never thought we'd ever. Funniest thing is, before I went into the Air Force, this was around late 2008, early 2009. My friend Dan Avery and Rich Eason, they sat me down in front of a Starbucks in Glen Rock, and we're talking about politics. I'm like, oh yeah, Barack Obama, and these guys are all Ron Paul dudes. And
yeah.
Like, and then, you know, back then it's on like flip phones were still kind of the thing. Pulls out his flip phone, and not a flip phone, the chocolate Verizon chocolate phone. Yeah, pulls it out. We go on YouTube and we start looking at Ron Paul videos, right? And I'm like, I don't want to watch this old guy. This is just kind of, and this was like before
old
going
Republican
in.
guy, dude.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And at that point, I'm like, Republican.
Now you're a Republican.
All day, bro. You know,
wait, real quick. We mentioned.
Oh no, is this another BS Tim Pool video and yet another fake Republican conversion story?
Home in Ghana, and you know, when I came to this country, or when I was raised in this country, when my parents came here, they
experience and logic would dictate an unequivocal yes. I think we can confidently write this off as yet another fake conversion story, courtesy of the Beanie Grifter. Nevertheless, let's get on to debunking something Prempeh said.
You know, we're for free college, we're for free healthcare. You believe in equality, right? And I'm like, yeah, I believe in equality. And he's like, you know what? You should come with me to this rally, right? And it was in a church in Brooklyn, massive church. There's probably about like 200 people inside this church, and there's this guy. He's up there, and he's just like, you know, we're gonna fight for the rights, and you know, we're gonna get free college because college is too expensive, rent is expensive. And I'm like, yeah, these are all good ideas, but I remember asking the people next to me, I was like, this is cool, but like, how are we going to implement this? And he's like, what do you mean how are we going to implement this, man? We're going to tax the rich. And I'm like, tax them what? Like, how much? Like I don't understand.
And where?
Right. And
for like, how long?
He's like, they're the 1%. They have the money to pay for this. And I'm like, you do realize these people have like massive jets, right? Like these guys have bank accounts. They can wire their money and disappear. Like there's no way you're going to write unless you're going to write a law to mandate them from not leaving the country or moving their business. And I highly doubt you're going to be able to do that. But no one had a real answer. And it was at that point when I came back from that rally that
I have been to several political rallies in the past. People at these rallies tend to be passionate, but they are rarely policy wonks. It would never occur to me to depend on people at a rally to inform me on policy matters. The correct thing is to do some research. So maybe Prempeh gave up easily on purpose. Or maybe the story is made up, because he's been a proud member of the Republican Party since he was 18. Which would have been a few years before this alleged event. It would have been easy to find out that Bernie Sanders was planning on paying for free college with a Wall Street speculation tax, and that other advanced OECD nations seem able to afford to offer a free college education. Will rich people really board massive jets in an exodus if their taxes are raised? Unlikely. Taxes on the wealthy are the lowest they've been since before the Great Depression. The rich aren't going to up and leave behind their friends and family, and everything they're familiar with because they're taxed at a higher rate than these record low levels. Furthermore, the United States currently has the lowest taxation of all advanced OECD nations. If taxes on the wealthy were to suddenly rise to, say, France levels, that would be a different story altogether. But that's not what's going on here. As it stands, Australia is the #1 destination for millionaire expats, and they have higher taxation than the United States. Following the land down under, is in fact the United States. Oddly enough, these expat millionaires seem to favor high-tax areas like Los Angeles, New York, and the San Francisco area. Is this because rich people like being taxed? Of course not. It's because high-tax areas often come with certain creature comforts that don't affect your wallet if you're rich. That's the point of being rich. In any case, let's see how Mr. Prempeh does in his district. Personally, I think his story is BS, but what do you think?